How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another week in training here. Switched a little things up with my assistance training. You see there, it's called Western Periodization. That's pretty much a linear approach as opposed to the non-linear approach I've been taking with like strength hypertrophy weeks. So I'll probably do a separate video about that, but just switching things up slightly as far as my assistance work. But so upper body day, Monday for me, this was bench press. Second set here, my grip looks kind of narrow here, but it's really not. My grip's pretty wide. So that was my second set of 5-3-1, and this was my heavy set, my 5+ set. I hit 9 here. You can see I got like at least 8, and then someone kind of walks in front of the camera and it kind of like, I can't really see my last few reps, but anyways, I got 8 or 9 reps and I was pretty pleased with bench press this day. I felt really good coming off my deload week last week. Didn't train at all on Saturday or Sunday, just some light conditioning stuff. And yeah, this workout was really good. Bench press is probably my weakest lift overall, especially with the big 4 that I'm doing. So it's really good to set some PRs there. 200 for 9 is nothing huge, but it's a big PR for me. And then for my volume stuff here, backed off it to 70%. So again, I'll talk about my linear periodization in a different video, but just sticking to 3 sets, 6 to 8. And then next week I'll go up to 75% and try to do 3 sets, 4 to 6, and then drop it or increase it to 80%, and then do 2 to 4 on all my main movements. So that's how I'm going to do my assistance work as far as that same kind of build up with 5-3-1. But again, overall, pretty damn good bench press day. Didn't really get any assistance footage, but I'm going to stick with the same kind of assistance work on each one of my days, if that makes sense. I'll make it a separate video. Then we move on to squats here. This was my first warm-up set. This I think was like 185 for just like a 3 here. It's really good depth check. But again, squats felt pretty good this day. You know, not amazing. I felt like I was gonna have a little bit better workout than I did, but I still definitely hit my goal of 5+. So here again, 215 for 5. This was the first warm-up set. Again, ever since I got these squat shoes, my form's pretty much been like taking care of itself. I really haven't had any form issues. I feel more stable, everything like that. So it's been pretty good. Great investment if you haven't invested in these squat shoes. And actually, the squat shoes I were going to purchase, they're really pretty cheap. They actually just got on sale at maxbarbell.com. So I'll definitely send a link in the description box where you can pick those up. They're a lot cheaper than like the Romaleos or Audi Power if you're kind of on a budget or something. So here I got a little bit different angle. This was kind of just out of necessity because the gym was getting kind of packed. It's always nice to kind of get some different angles, especially because I always get the side angle. But here, still looks like I'm getting like pretty good depth. And I actually experimented a little bit with high bar. This isn't really low bar, but this is a lot lower than I'm used to. I experimented a little bit with high bar after my deadlift day, and those felt really good too. I didn't get any of those on film, which I should have, but I may just kind of dibble back and forth as far as low and high bar, but definitely going to stick with low for my heavy sets. So this was my 5+. I hit 280 for 7. Again, you can't really see depth here, but again, these felt really good. And one kind of note I've seen when training with when watching my training videos is that like this felt, at least in the time, like 7 was pretty dang close to failure. But then when I watch it, I go back and watch it, it doesn't really feel like I'm struggling as much as I think I am during the workout. So maybe I just need to kind of suck it up and learn to be a little bit tougher in my workouts, or maybe I just make my stuff look a little bit easier than it is. But this last rep here I think is 7, and it looks pretty dang good on camera, but in person it felt pretty sketchy. So that looks like I had a couple more in me, but I felt like I was pretty much thrashed. So maybe I just need to work on my tolerance. And then lastly, these were some volume squats. So again, 70%, 6 to 8. These felt really good. Again, I really don't have a problem with hammering out the lower percentage stuff. I'm really comfortable with that hypertrophy type range of the 6+ stuff. You know, the problem areas I have is going relatively heavy, like I've talked about in my other videos. But again, good depth here. I'm wearing compression shorts too when I squat, which I think helps a little bit with opening up my hips and things, and also it helps with my depth check as well. I get some awkward looks in the gym, but I really don't care because no one else squats or deadlifts. But Those squats felt really good overall and really good leg workout. So that was Monday and Tuesday. And then didn't get any footage from my overhead press day because I lost my camera, which I've announced on my Facebook page. So I'll be shooting stuff from my iPhone from now on and may get a new camera hopefully soon. I did manage to get one set with my phone. This was my deadlift day, so this was Friday for me. This was just my top end set, so 305 for 5 plus, and I hit 7 here. I had a lot more in me, to be honest. I probably could have hit 8 or 9, and if I was really wanting to dig, probably even get a little bit more. But I've talked about before, this gym has those like octagon plates, and you'll see on, I think rep 5 or 6, it gets kind of out of whack, and I reset myself and pull another one, and then it does it again, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to kind of risk it. You know, I hit my 5 plus. I don't want to, don't want to take the risk. And next week I'll be back deadlifting in my normal gym. So definitely pleased with my deadlift overall, though. Yeah, so that's when the weights just kind of went out of whack. I had to just stand up and reset and refocus, and then I didn't want to do that again. But this 7th rep looked pretty clean to me. I felt like once I've really took in Ripeto's advice as far as putting my shoulders over the bar more, my form has increased dramatically as far as my butt not shooting up as much. So felt really strong there, and I feel like a 400-pound deadlift is definitely in my near future. So those are the big 4, guys. Like I said, no OHP work for me. That was actually a really bad workout, so maybe it's good I didn't have it on camera. But those are my current lifts, guys. Again, I actually added 15 pounds on my deadlift, and then 10 on squat, and then 5 on the upper body for 5-3-1. That's a little bit heavier on the deadlift, but that's it, guys. Hopefully I'll still get some more footage up as far as just having my iPhone. But like the video, go check out my Facebook page, and talk to you later.